Everyone is in their seat here in the arena as the Suns look to grab a hometown win in Phoenix. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. For the Brooklyn Nets, they come into tonight's game after losing to Philadelphia. And boy, they really got humiliated at home. They got flat out dominated in that game, guys.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
Yeah, Greg, I think you're right there. At major turning points, they'd miss a series of shots, they'd make some mistakes, and it led to the wipeout.
We've already seen a few players make, Brent, a big leap over last year. Their hard work is really paying off.
The interesting thing over the past few years is just how intricate the off-season training is for players. And this is why I think the evolution of the game feels like it's been sped up. So many specialized coaches, so much time that guys want to work on facets of their game that are opening up opportunities. And with so much space that's on the floor for guys, we get to see those skill sets a little bit more often on a nightly basis. Awesome to see that players continue to strive to maximize their potential.
I agree. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Brooklyn now, Crabbe teams with Carroll on the perimeter. Allen is out there with Kenneth Faried, and it's Russell in at the point. Faried outside. Now the pass to Carroll. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And Kenneth Faried, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those two.
And the first one at the line is good. A coaching carousel, certainly in Phoenix. This is the fourth different head coach in as many seasons. What does that do, Brent, to a young team?
Well, it's tough for development because if you don't consistently work with the same player development coaches, you might be learning things for an offense that might have to be reset every year. Igor Kokoskov is one of the more ingenious offensive minds in the game. This is why he's got this opportunity in Phoenix. And I look forward with the type of talent that Phoenix has, with how much creativity he can bring to the court, and hope these young players are excited for that opportunity.
Now Crabbe after T.J. Warren's three-pointer that didn't go. Russell against Booker. Pass to Crabbe. 5 on the clock. Deep two from Carroll. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Carroll's got his first points of the game. And here's Phoenix. 4-point game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Warren. Rebounded by the Nets.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Suns have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. There's the lob to Jackson. An emphatic LU jam.
Like to see that play set up. Got to have 2 guys on the same page, and Josh Jackson finishes it off with an exclamation point.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Crabbe. Here's Faried. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, the smaller defender there really not having a chance. That's where a big guy needs to rotate over and help.
And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Booker.
Booker finding the open man that time, trying to get his teammates going.
There's the screen. Carroll with a screen on Jackson. Right side Russell. The shot comes out, so Phoenix will take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And their troubles just seemed to get compounded as they got later into that game. They did not have it that night whatsoever, and it ended up being a double-digit loss.
The three is good, and he got fouled in the act of shooting. This could turn into a 4-point play.
Well, Crabbe had the choice, and I like his there. Evolution in working on the pick and rolls is starting to pay dividends.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That's good from Crabbe. And Allen Crabbe, a strong shooter from outside, but he can still be a bit streaky, Greg, at times.
Yeah, I mean, he'll joke with himself that when he's off, he plays like Allen, but when he's on, he's playing like AC. I mean, he uses that Jekyll and Hyde motivation to make sure he stays aggressive on offense. The team and coaching staff are in on it as well, as they know a hot Crabbe is a handful to deal with.
Now here's Booker. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Well, there's no doubt that Devin Booker possesses a lot of great talent. The question around the league is, when the team becomes competitive that he's playing with, can he consistently carry the load on his shoulders?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt, I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
The Suns trailing. Warren with the ball. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis.
Booker shooting the ball immediately off the pass. Defense, really no chance.
There's the pick. Russell left side. Back to Crabbe. This one for 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Crabbe's got 7 points.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Booker. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
2 shots,
you know,
gentlemen.
Brent, when you think of Devin Booker, you immediately think scoring. But he's become, as time goes on, an excellent facilitator as well.
Well, I think he's learning to do that, Kevin, because of the playing time that he's getting. And the defenses that he has seen in the early part of his career have been quite unique. You know, 2 out of the first 3 years that he played in the NBA, he's averaging over 20 points. So the passing part of his more feel part of his game, it's coming along nicely.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Crabbe kicks to Allen. Here's Fareed. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton.
And the persistence shown by Fareed on every possession gets infectious.
For Brooklyn, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for him. All free throws good from Kenneth Fareed. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Warren is screen on Russell. Here's the screen. There's Jackson with the three. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Crab the pass to Allen. Back to Crab. Rejected by Booker. Fareed against Jackson. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. We'll take a look at the Warriors. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out Phoenix. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for the Suns, nobody was calling on them to kind of set the world on fire. But even those modest expectations have yet to be realized.
Yeah, any glimmers of hope that may have been there early for them have all just disappeared at this point. It's looking more and more like a season that will not end well for this team.
And you can see now Jackson starting to shoot that shot with ease. A lot of confidence now flowing through the young fella.
Now here's Allen. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Carroll against Warren. Shoots. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And we got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter. Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon, because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
And sliding inside, under control, Russell still just scratching the surface of his full potential.
And Phoenix has possession after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Ayton with it. He's against Allen. Ayton kicks to Booker. Over Fareed. Here's Ayton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Now here's Crab. He's tightly guarded. Booker against Carroll. Over Booker. And too long on the shot.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Allen. Russell's got it all tied up now for the Nets. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And along with the resurgence Carroll had last season, in large part due, I think, Greg, to finally feeling healthy.
Yeah, and Carroll is quick to tell you just how hard it was for him to regain form after that knee injury. Coming back is something that each player experiences kind of in their own way. Great presence, though, on and off the floor, and really a natural leader.
The Nets making a switch here. Ed Davis is checked in for Allen. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Fareed. Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Allen Crabbe. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Russell. The Suns have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw no good for Chandler.
The second overall pick in 2001, Tyson Chandler, again, started his career with the Bulls, where he and Eddie Curry were supposed to be a new version of the Twin Towers. That never quite worked out, and Chandler had 3 different coaches there in Chicago in his first stint.
And here's Booker from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Carroll's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, Booker, as a guard, is still 6'6" and can get up like that.
Nets trail by 4. Looking at Chandler's evolution, Brent, things really started to change in New Orleans.
Well, he averaged over 12 rebounds a game there in his first season under Coach Byron Scott, and then a few years later anchored that Dallas defense during their championship run with Dirk Nowitzki playing out of his mind. But there's still a lot of talk from Tyson Chandler about the mentors that he had early on. Guys like Charles Oakley, Scottie Pippen, Antonio Davis. Those guys really helped him to stay on course as a young player coming into the league.
Again, the miss by Booker.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Kenny Atkinson. DA.
Well, Kevin, I talked to him about the shot blockers they face in this matchup. He said if we can play a little more up-tempo and score before their bigs can recover and get set, that'll help. Also, putting them on the move in half-court sets, whether ball screens or screen and roll, can help as well. We'll see if his team executes his game plan, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, David. Guys, just how difficult is it to face a team with this kind of defense?
Kevin, it is tough. They've got some guys who can totally wreck your game plan with their activity on D.
I also wonder if this is going to give them a spark of their own on defense. You face a team with this kind of pressure, and it can get you fired up to prove that you're every bit as tough as your opponent.
Here is Davis. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Shoots over Holmes. And it comes off the front of the rim. There's the triple. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Yep, that one goes.
Getting much more comfortable finishing in traffic. Davis converts the high percentage look inside.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Chandler is screened. Daniels kicks to Chandler. And here's Booker from the arc. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Well, Booker's just filling it up right now. A tremendous scorer. Feels like he's getting better.
It's Carroll on the wing. Guarded by Holmes. They get a hand on it. The Nets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America. He will not be the last, but a great opportunity for Phoenix as this guy's paid his dues. 18 years as an NBA assistant, including 5 early years in Phoenix.
And Kokoskov, a pioneer, the first D1 college assistant coach out of Europe, also the first in that role in the NBA.
Yeah, in the NBA, he reached the conference finals 7 times and the finals twice. So he's seen what it takes and what type of competitive environment it is when you reach those elite levels. And in 2004 was on the staff for the Detroit Pistons when they won the NBA title against the Lakers. So been around a lot of winning.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. Nets trail by 4. 40 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Dinwiddie. That 3 off the mark. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Chandler is screened. Daniels kicks to Holmes. And it's Ariza in the corner. 6 to shoot. Chandler down low. He's guarded by Davis. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Ariza.
Chandler skilled on the inside. Not many defenders are going to match up with his size down there.
Here's Napier. It's good from long range. Napier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
10,000 hours of practice at work here, blocking out all distractions and just shooting your shot.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Devin Booker talks about the great intangibles of his young teammate Josh Jackson.
Plays super hard. He does everything out there. His instincts are incredible. I've never seen anything like it. Just defensively and offensively, just knows where to be at the right time, gets his hands on a lot of loose balls.
A nice swing pairing for sure. Booker providing offense and Greg Jackson known for his defense.
And a young team hungry for improvement. Kevin, they're both looking to be a big part of that.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Jamari Carroll is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Shabazz Napier. Then there's Davis. And it's Dinwiddie in at shooting guard. Now Ariza. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Just 5 on the clock. The putback. Carroll with the rebound. Nets trail by 3. Here's Dinwiddie. Misses off the left iron. Ariza passes to Chandler. Here's Booker. Got a hand on it. Davis with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Phoenix grabs the miss.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Drops in the tray. Ariza's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside, Davis. Napier with it. Working on Booker. Releases. Money from the wing. Napier's got 5.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Holmes kicks to Daniels. Holmes has a screen. Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Napier passes to Dinwiddie. Talk about what it means to be a good teammate, Brent. You've played with good ones. You've played with bad ones. I've always thought you were team first when you play.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. There's just an idea about what it is that you can contribute to the team. I think you always have to accentuate those ideals. Your approach on a daily basis has to be consistent. And if you're a starting player, it's one mentality. And if you're somebody that plays off the bench, you have to come to practice every day to push the guy that's in front of you and wait for your opportunity. But most of the time, it's that kind of consistency with which you come to work and the attitude of making sure that I want to make any kind of contribution I can for our team's success. That usually is a pretty good formula for a good teammate.
And here are the Suns now. After the basket by Brooklyn, a nice shot by Booker.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Nets trail by 10. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. You've got to like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
He can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss, and they have no idea how to contain him.
And a new group in for the Nets. Allen's checked in for Davis. Fareed comes in for Damari Carroll. Crab's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Napier. Now, here is Russell. 29 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
Ball movement was critical in this game. It did not stick with any one player, so his passing was on point, and he really picked apart the defense.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Now here's Jackson. Following the miss by Kenneth Fareed, and stolen by Russell. Now here's Fareed, the fast break opportunity. He's looking for Russell and finds him. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And having added strength to his wiry frame, Russell able to convert through contact there and draw the foul.
Free throw good, Russell.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former #2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, DA. And last season, Russell had to fight for minutes upon returning from injury.
Yeah, and battles like that help mature a player and really keep them focused. Those are areas where Russell had struggled in the past. I think he and his coach both know it's not easy, but it has already started in making Russell the best player he can be.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. After T.J. Warren's three-pointer that didn't go, fires the three. Russell, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Stolen by Fareed. Now here's Crab. He's covered by Warren. Screen by Fareed. Here's Crab. He's covered by Warren. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. There's Russell with the three. It's good from long range. Russell's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Outside Jackson shoots a three. Crab pulls it in. Crab's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The shot's good from Fareed.
And really, no amount of defense is going to keep Fareed from finishing off the shot, looking totally focused on that basket.
That one good for 2. Ayton's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Here's Daniels. Fareed defending. Warren. He doesn't hit that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
Just not his night so far, guys.
Puts it up. Goes back up. Fareed, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Brooklyn trailing. Here's Crab. He's got 7. He kicks to Russell. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Jackson. Phoenix has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. And stolen by Crab. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Nets.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Pass to Daniels. Okobo, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
And so he hits both. Nets trail by 3. There's Dinwiddie. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. And it's Russell missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Daniels. That one off the back iron and out.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
Crabbe from long range. Drills it from outside. Crabbe's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And that's his forte. Crabbe with perfect shot mechanics and tremendous range on that 3.
They set the pick. Jackson has the open look. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter. Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Here is Daniels, following the bucket by the Nets. Okobo, he's guarded by Russell. And a missed layup.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
That one drops for him.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ayton with it. He's against Allen. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pick. Daniels, no good.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Suns trail by 4. He feeds it to Ayton. Over Allen. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Daniels. Screen by Fareed. The drive by Russell. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Ayton. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Ayton's got 8 points.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the 2 teams.
Yeah, they matched up very evenly, and that's not a compliment to either side. Last season was a struggle for both squads, and now they're each looking to turn the corner.
And the Suns here with a different look. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Ayton. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Jackson. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Warren. And it's Devin Booker in for Troy Daniels. And a new group in for the Nets. Davis is checked in for Allen. Damari Carroll comes in for Fareed. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Crabbe. And it's Napier in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And stolen by Napier.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
And it's Davis missing. Suns shooting the ball at 42%. It's stolen by Carroll. Russell against Booker. The drive by Russell. Here's Napier. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And for the Suns, they're shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Okobo. Napier covering. Holmes, that's a screen. Okobo kept alive. That shot off the mark. Brooklyn's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And it's Russell at the elbow. Misses off the right iron. With 3, Booker, good on the three-point shot. Booker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point, he is so dialed in, you got to get him off his spots.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Tyson. Looks like 2 different teams after the loss. What's the difference?
Well, we just can't allow them to stay around close. You know, last night we had a letdown. Tonight we got to do a better job of getting down, staying our ground, playing defense, and taking advantage of this game.
Tyson, thanks a lot for your time. See you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. Multiple times we saw the bench cheering him on in the first 2 quarters of this one. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
Well, they shot under 40% in the half. That tells the story right there. The defense deserves some credit for disrupting them a little bit, but they need to counteract with more creativity on offense. Fewer isolations, more movement, better shot selection.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you do that without creating too much contact?
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Suns leading by 3. Okobo and Booker are their backcourt. Josh Jackson out there with Ayton. And it's Warren in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Sinks the triple. Russell's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator, Russell can also catch and fire.
They set the pick. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Fareed. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Russell with it. Now guarded by Booker. Booker against Russell. Now here's Carroll. He's guarded closely. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Well, Phoenix shooting about 42% so far. Here's Booker. Rebound, Brooklyn. Allen's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Fareed the pass to Crabbe for the lead. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Well, 6'6", height-wise, 7 foot on the wingspan. Crabbe can get off shots inside that most guards simply can't.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
One shot.
That's good from Crabbe.
And not a guy who charity stripe a ton, but overall, Crabbe shoots a solid percentage from there.
Now here's Ayton. 8 points for him. The dish to Booker. Offline with his 3.
And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here.
Here's Russell. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
Now here's Booker after D'Angelo Russell's miss, and a foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. 5 to shoot. Here's Warren. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Warren's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter. 50% from the field. Screen by Fareed. Carroll kicks to Russell. Allen with the screen for Russell. Nice work there coming off the screen. Russell's got 19 points.
And whether on or off ball, Russell really knows how to work off screens.
They set the screen. Jackson passes to Warren. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. You know, T.J. Warren is a great scorer. However, many of those buckets he puts in do not include, Brent, the 3-ball.
No, he plays in the mid-range game. Once he gets to certain spots in the mid-range and gets his feet set, he's going to end up scoring 2 points. So off-balance runners, he gets fouled. Just really has a nose for scoring the ball.
And the first one drops.
Now remember, T.J. Warren, he averaged 25 a game his 2nd season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple. A professional scorer.
Both free throws good from Warren. And with Warren, with kind of an old school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous.
And it's Russell missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
You think about Josh Jackson and maybe him collecting 1 terabyte of information about how it is that Kawhi Leonard goes about his business. Great size, great length, great versatility. A good guy for Josh Jackson to look up to.
And he makes the first.
Now, Josh Jackson, an interesting prospect for the Phoenix Suns moving forward. A wing player, maybe doesn't quite have a position in the league, but I know his competitiveness certainly does. I remember watching him his first summer in Las Vegas and just staying in the game. It's hard to get guys who are drafted so high to take the summer league seriously. Josh Jackson takes every opportunity to compete that way.
And talking about the Jayhawk, Josh Jackson, took him a second to get acclimated, but once he figured it out in the NBA level, he started to become an impact player.
You wonder what the ceiling is for Josh Jackson. It's one thing to be competitive. Now he's trying to look for consistent production on a nightly basis. Steals, blocks, rebounds. That kind of activity will keep him on the floor for some minutes for any coach he plays for.
Dinwiddie is checked in for the Nets. And so it's Brooklyn with it. They trail by 3. Allen dishes to Russell. 4 on the clock. The 9-foot shot. Unable to get that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Okobo. He's guarded by Russell. Outside Jackson. Over for Reed. Phoenix no good that time either. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Dinwiddie. Good D by Booker. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And stolen by Russell. The finish and the slam dunk by Russell.
How about the D there by Russell? Just using that 6'9" wingspan to jack the ball loose, then kicks it up off the fast break.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 10. Here's Ayton. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Booker. Shoots off the screen, and that one comes up a bit short.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Okobo, he's guarded by Russell. Outside Warren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Okobo. No good that time. Nice D from Russell. Nets trail by 3. The pass to Fareed. To the paint. Stolen by Warren. Ayton wide open. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board. The Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
Well, there's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose, and I love the energy on this play.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Ayton. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Jackson. And Trevor Ariza is subbed in for Warren. Then for the Nets, Davis is checked in for Reed. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Crabb. And it's Napier in for Russell. Free throw good, Booker. And the Nets with possession here. 6-point game. Timeout called the Nets. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
And a look here at the shot chart for Russell.
And what a big-time game we've seen from him. He's been the one looking to create and get a shot each trip down the floor. Every time a shot falls, his confidence just grows and grows. Just an all-around tremendous offensive showing.
Now here's Napier. He's got 7. Nets passing it around. Here's Dinwiddie, defended by Booker. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Suns leading by 4. And Booker kicks to Ariza. Pass to Holmes. He dishes it to Booker. Chandler is screen. 6 to shoot. Fires it up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Nets trail by 4. Inside. Lots of room. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
The drive by Booker. Brooklyn rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The fadeaway. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Nets trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the middle. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Davis with a screen on Booker. Here's Dinwiddie. 8 points for him. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And being taller than most point guards, he puts that length to use. Example A right there.
Now here's Ariza. He has 5. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Boston, they've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Nets, they're 10th best in the conference.
And seeing where the Nets are, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most have predicted.
And after talking to some of the coaches and the players, they're not happy that they couldn't start off on a little bit more of a roll. But I think they're in fine shape with the bulk of the season still to come.
Now here's Napier. Defense right on him. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Davis in the corner. There's the pick. Here's Napier, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Napier's got 9 points.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Shot from the wing. Connects. The jumper drops. Now just a 3-point Suns lead. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Nets trail by 6. There's a minute 34 left in the third. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Bucket earned, out-muscling and out-hustling everybody for the rebound.
Ariza outside. On the wing, Booker. Chandler with a screen for Booker. Off the pick, and the dunk by Chandler.
You can't afford to lose Chandler, especially in the pick and roll. If he works his way down there, he's good at rolling to the cup.
Dinwiddie passes to Napier. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good. Damari Carroll's checked in for Brooklyn. And both free throws good for Napier. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Booker left side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, if Booker's that close, the D is done for. He can't let a good scorer like that get whatever he wants, especially on the inside.
And it's Carroll in the corner. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, end up, it's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
2 points. That one goes. He's got 8.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Passes to Davis. Chandler with the steal. And here's Booker from the arc. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Nets trail by 5. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Carroll is the 3 with Hollis Jefferson at the 4. Then there's Davis. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Carroll. There's Hollis Jefferson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Hollis Jefferson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets. Pass to Holmes. Chandler is screen. And Booker kicks to Chandler. Here's the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
Here's Dinwiddie. Davis with a screen on Booker. Carroll, no one around him. Offensive rebound, and Davis puts it in.
Well, that's a refreshing workman's approach to the game. Davis there beats everyone on the rebound and then finishes strong.
The pass to Holmes. Chandler is screened. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. And then for Brooklyn, Crab's checked in for Dinwiddie. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Napier. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Ariza against Carroll. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Brooklyn with the rebound. Crab's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. They set the pick. Dishes to Russell. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And it's Davis with the jam.
Big mistake by the defender there. Tried to foul Davis before the shot attempt, but he powered through it for the and one.
So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes, and Warren subbed in for Trevor Ariza. And a change for the Nets. Fareed is checked in. And that one falls for Davis.
And the 13th pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Davis has already been with a number of teams in his young career.
There's a good screen. Warren a screen on Russell. Okobo, he's guarded by Russell. And Damari Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Brooklyn on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Well, Jackson just sharing the rock there with the teammate. Make the simple play.
Now, here is Russell. It's Carroll on the wing. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's foul number 2 for him. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Fareed setting the pick for Russell. Shot clock at 5, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. There's the screen. He kicks to Booker. Jackson setting the pick here for Booker. Just 4 to shoot. For the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. No good there. The Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Shoots from 14. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Brooklyn's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. The putback.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
To the inside, Jackson. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Warren. The Suns shooting for the game at 42%. Kicks to Ayton. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And padding that field goal percentage. Just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. He is not happy with the perimeter defense. He said, guys, our three-point line is too lax, and they're getting wide-open shots. Got to get over screens and get on top of them and get them off the line. We'll see if they get the message, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here is Davis. Deep 2 from Carroll. And that one hits back iron.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
And the basket by Jackson.
He's just an aggressive player. I mean, what can I say? He's going to put on more muscle, but he's in attack mode, and he's scoring through contact.
Here's Crabb after Josh Jackson's bucket. Screen by Fareed. Fareed, a screen on Warren. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Suns on defense. They've led by as much as 10. Inside, Fareed.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
Okobo, he's guarded by Russell. Here's the screen. Lob pass to Warren. Shot clock at 5, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Yeah, it's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
The Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Nets trail by 4. Grab the pass to Allen. Out to the wing. Crab kicks to Allen. And stolen by Ayton. Outside Warren. It's stolen by Carroll. On up the court. And Fareed throws it down.
Well, as soon as Fareed gets the ball there, you know he's going to rise up for the dunk. He is constantly looking to throw it down.
Passes it to Ayton. The dish to Warren. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Kenneth Fareed. The first free throw is good.
He's a multi-talented player, is T.J. Warren, and capable of playing now both forward positions with the way the game has changed. A valuable player for what they want to do offensively.
He's off on the second.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Carroll passes to Fareed. There's the pick. Back to Carroll. And the Nets, another 3.
And that's his role. Well, that's where Carroll's at his best, the catch and shoot.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Okobo, Fareed defending. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. The first one falls. And so he hits both. And here's Russell. Pass to Carroll. Fareed setting the pick for Carroll. Over Warren. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Suns leading. Now the pass to Ayton. Back to Warren. And he makes good on the layup.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Nets shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Fareed outside. He dishes it to Russell. Pass to Crab. Shot clock at 6. For 3. The shot misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
And I wouldn't put it past them guys to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
It's tipped. Phoenix leading by 4. Kicks it to Ayton. Okobo, he's guarded by Russell. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And he hits the first of 3. Good on the second free throw.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
And he nails the third. Nets trail by 7. Grab with the ball. Screen by Fareed to halt the run. Now here's Cram, defended by Booker, and it's slammed in by Fareed.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Screen by Fareed. Russell kicks to Carroll. They set the pick. No good from outside.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Nets trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Russell passes to Fareed. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. 14 points for Kenneth Fareed.
Yeah, and you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
To the wing right side. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Russell left side. And they double up Russell. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Suns now. Phoenix leading by 10. Okobo. He's guarded by Russell. Okobo. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First one falls for him. And so he's able to get one of two. Nets trail by 11. Crab kicks to Allen.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Allen drops them both. Here's Booker. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 15-6 run. Over Crab. And the Suns miss again. Nets trail by 9. Now Russell. It's stolen by Ariza. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Stolen by Fareed. And it's Russell in the corner. Drains the three-pointer. Russell's got 24 points.
A scoring machine right now. Russell with the shoot-first mindset tonight and making it look easy.
Ayton with it. Working on Allen. Here's Ariza. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Russell kicks to Crab. They set the pick. Screen by Fareed. They get the rebound.
Really gutsy shot by Fareed there, but he did a superb job nailing that one.
Phoenix leading by 6. Booker outside. Okobo. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Well, they're nearing that point right now. Everything would have to go perfectly just to give them a shot.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Stolen by Fareed. Here's Crab. No good with the layup. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there. and that will add to their lead.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Fareed the pass to Russell. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And there's the punchline. Russell delivers it on point in style.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Brooklyn with the ball.
Time working against them here.
Got to grab a quick score and a foul, and even then it might be too late.
Three shots. 3 shots.
So the first of 3 is good, and that brings them within 5. The second one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Carroll with the 3, knocks down the 3.
And hard work has always been Carroll's calling card. He put the time in to develop that shot.
Timeout called. The Suns, they're leading by 2. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. From deep, it's off. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.